North of Greenway on 60th Street.
Okay, 60th Street and Greenway?
60th Street north of Greenway. There's a huge fire. It looks like something just exploded.
Do you know what's burning?
No, it's a house.
Do we have any victims?
Engine 31, engine 37.
It's the police! You're about to fly with the United States Coast Guard based at Air Station Miami, the busiest air-sea rescue unit in the world.
This week on Scene, the U.S. Coast Guard Miami flies to the Bahamas to save a life.
I suspect that very best it'll be landing at the ballpark and a medevac from there if the guy is still critical.
The Laguna Beach Fire Department responds when a bicyclist gets hurt miles from civilization.
Backboard, C-color.
And a routine traffic stop turns into a tragedy for a police officer. You're launching from U.S. Coast Guard Air Station Miami at Opelika Airport. On board the H-565 Dolphin helicopter is pilot Lieutenant Commander Robin Johnson, an exchange pilot from the British Royal Navy. Also on board are flight mechanic Jeff Lynch and corpsman Bob Spicer. They're en route to Bimini, some 70 miles out at sea, the westernmost island of the Bahamas, where, according to dispatch, a man has had a heart attack. The man and 5 of his friends were snorkeling off their powerboat 20 miles north of Bimini, near a smaller island in the Bimini chain called Great Isaac Island. While still in the water, the man, who has a history of heart problems, began to feel sick and experience chest and arm pain. The man had no radio on board their boat, only a cellular phone which doesn't operate in this area. They started toward the larger island of Freeport, 40 miles away. But because the man was experiencing increasing pain, they turned around and went back toward Bimini.
And I guess the guy panicked and decided to head down south to Bimini. Yep, I heard it. Yeah, okay. Yep. So, we'll head off towards Bimini and we'll contact the big game club when we're fairly close and see if we can get anything out of them. I suspect that very best it'll be landing at the ballpark and a medevac from there if the guy is still critical. 6507, this is Street Gang, Whiskey Tango Romeo 2208, connect please. Station calling 6547, go ahead. Yeah, the heart attack victim is at the Blue Water Marina here in Bimini, and he is on a boat here at the dock. Over. Helo 6547, roger. Okay, I'll start to descend now. I'll reduce speed and we'll carry out the pre-landing checks. I presume there's a doctor on Bimini somewhere, isn't there, or a nurse or something? Sure, there's got to be. Yeah, they do have a doctor. Okay.
The tiny island of Bimini, which measures only 5 miles by 3/4 of a mile, has only one possible landing zone, a ball field on the north side. The patient's boat has reached the Blue Water Marina on Bimini, and he is being taken to the medical clinic.
Okay, we got the wheels down. Where are we? We've done the checks in the back. Radar's off. Brakes we're not going to need. Nose wheel. OEI we certainly are going to need. Ready aft. Okay, arms. That's okay. Wheels are down. Flotation gear. Speed is good. We'll have that on for the approach, and everything is looking fine. We're just going to have a look at the ballpark. Assess the wind. Wind's 120 at the moment. It's not going to be too convenient. Maybe not. Looks to be coming from... No, that looks good. Okay, all set aft. Ready aft. Alrighty. Just get the speed back a bit. I'll position myself. Okay, if this starts going wrong, we run out of power. We're going to overshoot to the left. Roger. There should be no real obstructions. A crane to the left will be well clear of that. Okay, I'm going to overshoot and jettison some gas. Got the fence. Roger. Clear. Okay. Well, we ain't going to make that very comfortably. We're going to disappear to the other side of the island and get rid of about 300 or 400 pounds of gas.
On final approach, Robin, the pilot, is concerned about their fuel. They haven't burned off as much as he anticipated. His concern is that the helicopter may be too heavy when the patient is on board for liftoff. He'll circle the island to burn off more fuel before landing.
We got, yeah. Okay, the wheels are up. Speed
Where's the patient?
I know the story. There you go. Hey, right up, got him.
Okay.
You got a stretcher?
Okay. Are you the patient?
No. You need a stretcher.
Oh, he's at the clinic.
He's up at the clinic. He's giving him oxygen at the clinic.
Okay, the doctor has a hold of him up there?
Yeah, but we need a stretcher to put in there.
Okay. We'll take care of it. I'm going to go up there real quick.
Okay. You got all your equipment?
Yeah, I've got as much as I'm going to need right now.
Let's go, They turned around, they brought him back, a 1-hour boat ride back, and he's been about 45, 50 minutes since he got back here.
Okay.
He's been breathing about 4 breaths a minute, big, long. And then he's been holding as long as he can, blowing it out slowly. He's got a large scar down his middle, so obviously he's had some kind of a triple, quadruple bypass in the past.
Okay.
But I asked him if he had any medication on board. 3 times just prior to taking him to the clinic, he literally stopped breathing and his eyes rolled back and he virtually died.
Okay.
And by then the nurse had arrived. 2 or 3 of us were standing on deck to give CPR if we needed to. The nurse, with several thrusts to the sternum, stimulated his breathing again. So he's like fading out on us and coming back on us. So it's okay. He needs oxygen desperately.
It's almost a full arrest. Sounds like he's going into it.
Another bucket now. Hold on.
Okay. How you doing, Doc?
All right. There he is.
Okay, what we got going on with him?
I don't know if you've written anything yet, but he's had a heart attack. The only thing I know for sure that he has had is nitroglycerin. Now, the nurse can probably tell you more on that. The IV is going. That's about all I know.
Hi, Mr. Hughes. My name's Bob Spicer. I'm with the Coast Guard.
Hey, Bob.
I'm here to take you back over to Miami. How you doing? You doing okay?
Oh, man, my arms are hurting me real bad, man. I still got some right here.
Both arms are hurting?
Yeah.
Okay, have you ever had a heart attack before? You've had bypass surgery? Quadruple bypass? How long ago? 2 years? Okay, what kind of pain do you have? Crushing? Like a squeezing? Hi, how you doing today?
Yeah.
18 over 72. Oh, man. Kind of hot here, huh?
Yeah.
The doc here wants to give him some pain medication. Then we're going to get him ready to transport him. Try to take him out of the pain.
How's he doing at this point? He's stable?
Yeah, he's stable right at this point. He's having trouble with breathing right now. So hopefully we'll have a nice, easy trip back.
We bind his good health. We bind in the name of your Son, Jesus, and if it's bound here on earth, and 2 or more have gathered together as we are right now, we know that it is bound in heaven, Father. And so you, the great healer, the great physician, we just pray now.
Okay.
Vibrant health.
Let's lay him down. There you go, Mr. Hughes. You're doing good.
You sure you want a picture of this, man?
Just say the energy, Mike. I got to pass this off.
Okay, we got to get him strapped in.
I got my hand out.
Grab the IV bag. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Okay, Mr. Hughes, we're on our way, bud.
You think you're in the remote parts of the world, you know, out in the middle of the Bahamas, and you realize you're just a VHF radio call away or a phone call away, and you've got all the help you need. Makes you appreciate the good old USA and the U.S. Coast Guard. Sure gives me a feeling of confidence when I'm out here sailing from now on. You guys done a great job.
Godspeed, brother.
Let's make it 15 minutes. Roger. Got the hospital in sight. Doors back locked. Okay, thanks. Radar's coming on to standby.
As they approach Miami, Metro-Dade Fire Rescue is standing by to transport their patient to Mercy Hospital. Thanks to the U.S. Coast Guard, the Bimini Medical Clinic and Mercy Hospital, the patient has recovered and is planning another trip to the Bahamas.
On-scene emergency response will continue.
Still ahead, a policeman's worst fear comes true.
He's got the license.
Up next, Laguna Beach Fire responds when a bicyclist crashes.
Backboard and seatbelts.
Basically what I got is no medical history.
Sinus weather, and you're about to take a sinus medicine that could make you drowsy. Next time, take Sudafed Sinus, the maximum strength combination of pain reliever and fast-working decongestant found in Sudafed that won't cause drowsiness. Sudafed Sinus, fast relief, not fast asleep. And for your worst colds, try new Sudafed Severe Cold Formula.
Soft, 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 fluffy soft. From a dryer sheet, Downy dryer sheets.
Downy softens best of any dryer sheet. See? Downy's fluffy softness even cushions a bubble. That's because we put the fluffy softness of Downy liquid into a dryer sheet.
Come on, come on, come on in. Feel the Downy softness next to your skin.
For the most softness of any dryer sheet,
come on in to Downy.
A high school releases an honor student to a stranger with a badge, and a young boy is led to his slaughter.
It could happen to your kid.
Who's minding the children?
A Current Affair, Monday at 7 on WLNE 6.
Every little movement has a meaning on its own. Every thought and feeling by some posture can be shown.
Your every move can be seriously affected due to an injury. If you've been injured through the fault of another, call 1-800-99-COURT and put de Oliveira and Morgan in your court.
It's Gentleman's Warehouse 2 for Suit Sale. Find us and find lots of fall and year-round styles. Then get 2 suits for $189. Don't miss this sale. 2 suits for $189. Gentleman's Warehouse 2 for Suit Sale ends soon.
As we continue, we're with the paramedics from Laguna Beach Fire Engine 2. We're en route to Crystal Cove State Park, just north of Laguna, where park rangers have reported that a man on a bicycle has been seriously injured in a remote canyon miles from Coast Highway.
It's way the hell back there. He's oriented ×3. He's lost a couple of teeth, got some contusions on his head and neck, and he's starting to go into shock.
Because the victim is deep in a canyon on a bike trail, a 4-wheel drive truck is needed to transport the paramedics. On board is Captain Chris Head and paramedics Dirk Flores, Jamie Murphy, and firefighter Ken Tu. Because they don't know how long ago the accident happened, Chris calls for life flight to medevac the victim out.
Put him in the air.
Life flight has been dispatched from UCI Medical Center and will be on scene in about 12 minutes. Crystal Cove State Park is more than 3,800 acres with 20 miles of bike trails, some so narrow that a rescue vehicle can't fit down them. As they drive 4 miles back to find the victim, Dirk calls the base station to arrange transport to the closest trauma center.
Probably end up relaying through you on 4 Alpha.
State Rangers first on scene have begun CPR.
You know what they're firemen.
Backboard and seatbelts.
Basically what I got is no medical history.
All right, very cool. We'll see if we can cover you up here. Get you warmed up, all right? What hurts right now the worst?
I'm just uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable? What's uncomfortable?
The air on the teeth, the sharp tooth.
Okay. You wore a helmet?
Yes, it's a red one.
Okay. You were wearing it when you crashed?
Yes.
How'd that happen?
The crash.
Okay.
Who's taking all this?
Let's go ahead and get him on a backboard.
We got to get this. We got to get something out of the way so we can get this vehicle back on the side.
We'll get him on the backboard and move him around. Get him on the backboard so we can move him. So let's go ahead and do that. Slide him on this way right here. Take a breath in through your mouth. Out. Good. In.
We'll put a seat collar on. You know what that is?
No. In.
It's a collar that's going to go around your neck.
Breathe in, Stan. Marvin.
Back in there.
Okay.
3. Nice and easy?
Great, great. Okay, let's get the headbed on real quick.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and rotate him around so we get one of the units back. Let's get 6 people on. You got here?
It's been about 20 to 30 minutes since this happened.
The man who was biking alone was traveling downhill fast when he lost control. He's now disoriented and doesn't remember exactly how the accident happened. Another biker found him and rode back to the park entrance to find the ranger.
Okay, we're taking you up to where the helicopter landed right now. It's about a quarter mile up the road. Real easy on the bumps.
Because of how bumpy the road is, the paramedics did not want to risk further injury. The man has severe head and neck injuries already.
He says he lost consciousness, but that's true.
As the flight crew and the paramedics bring their patient to the waiting helicopter, Life Flight pilot Mitch Mignano stands in front of the tail rotor to make sure everyone stays forward and clear of it. Life Flight will transport their patient to Mission Community Hospital, the nearest Level 1 trauma center, only 4 minutes away by air.
Thanks to the paramedics at Laguna Beach Station 2, Life Flight, and the Crystal Cove Park Rangers, the man is expected to fully recover. When On Scene continues, a tragic story, the story of a police officer's last traffic stop.
Yeah, see, he's got the license with it.
Not everyone knows this, Shirley, but your mom wasn't always this smart.
Why?
Because I used to think to get my dishes really clean, I had to use stuff that was rough on my hands. Boy, was I wrong or what?
Why?
Because now I've got Ivory liquid. Ivory got this greasy casserole dish clean, but it didn't dry my hands.
So?
Clean dishes, soft hands.
Why? Why? Because.
Ivory liquid, where clean and soft go hand in hand.
I took Alka-Seltzer Plus at 26,000 feet. It worked for me the whole time, from base camp up. If something works, you use it, and it worked.
Alka-Seltzer Plus fights tough winter colds with a combination of ingredients you can't get anywhere else.
If you've ever had a cold, a stuffy nose, and had to keep blowing your nose to breathe, it relieves all those symptoms. Alka-Seltzer Plus made it to 27,000 feet.
Alka-Seltzer Plus, tough medicine for tough winter colds. For nighttime relief without alcohol, try Alka-Seltzer Plus Nighttime.
I really couldn't find anything that really worked or looked natural until I seen a commercial on Hair Club for Men. And I thought, well, why don't I send away for the brochure?
Our booklet contains a comprehensive discussion about hair loss, Hair Club's non-surgical strand-by-strand method, and our latest innovation, the Polyfuse method, which literally fuses top-quality human hair to your own hair.
When I went to the Hair Club and I got my system, it really gave me more ways to be able to do my hair, and I could do it in more of a 90s fashion, and that made me feel a lot more comfortable when you're in clubs and, you know, wanting to ask people to dance, and you don't want to look like you're 40 when you're 24, 23 years old.
Once I had the process done, now I can be spontaneous. I can swim when I want to and not worry about my hair, towel dry my hair, get out, catch some rays, and the wind doesn't affect me anymore. I don't mind the wind at all.
And by the way, I'm not only the Hair Club president, but I'm also a client.
What you're about to see is truly shocking. It is every police officer's worst nightmare come true. Constable Darrell Lunsford of Garrison, Texas, pulls over a car for weaving on Highway 59. What makes this routine traffic stop so horrifying is that it would be his last. What you're about to see is powerful and graphic. Viewer discretion is advised.
I see you rolling Buffalo Line one time. You might be sleepy and tired. You know, drinking anything tonight, are you? Give me ID? You have any ID on you?
No, sir. I'm with my brother. My brother has the ID.
Constable Lunsford is the only law enforcement officer for 20 miles.
Okay, you don't have a driver's license?
Yes, I do, but I didn't bring it with me.
What state you got a driver's license in?
Texas here.
Texas. I'll be with you in just one, sir. First turn his headlights off, he killed the engine, didn't he?
This is a routine traffic stop for the constable.
Be right back with you.
He stopped these men to make sure they weren't drinking.
So you live in Houston?
Yes, sir.
And you got a driver's license in the state of Texas?
Yes, sir.
All right. How long has he been in Houston?
Who, my brother?
Your brother.
He's coming from Edinburgh, but he came and picked me up because I didn't have no more work. He told me he had a job for me in Maine, and that's where we're going, and that's...
How long has he been in Houston?
For my brother?
Yeah.
Not too long. He just came and picked me up right now.
What, 1 day, 2 days?
Yeah, 1 day.
How long you been in Texas?
Since Christmas.
Got me looking at the trunk? Got me looking at the trunk?
Because Highway 59 is known for heavy drug trafficking, Constable Lunsford pulls the keys out of the ignition and asks to look in the trunk. Although the three men claim to be headed to Maine to go to work, they actually have 50 pounds of marijuana in the trunk of the car. They picked the drugs up in Houston and are hauling them to Chicago. The three men have previous criminal records. What you're about to see is extremely graphic. Viewer discretion is advised. In just a moment, the three men will tackle the constable, pull his gun, and shoot him in the back of the neck.
What about this here? Do what?
No, see, he's got the license with it.
Constable Lunsford put a VHS camera on the dashboard of his car during some of these traffic stops and wore a wireless mic. He told his daughter he was doing it in case anything ever happened to him. All three men were caught within a week, and they were later found guilty of capital murder. The man who pulled the trigger was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. His brother received 40 years, and the third man is awaiting sentencing.
We wish to thank Constable Lunsford's wife, Shirley, and his two children for their support and their eagerness to share this story. It's their hope that we all come away from this videotape with a better understanding of what police officers face all across the country every day, even on a routine traffic stop in a small town. On Scene will continue.
I'm Pamela Watts. Monday on 6 Live at 5. What has Regis Philbin really like? The king of morning TV talk show comes to Providence. Regis starts off our mornings with a laugh, but he's more than just a TV personality. Meet the man behind the wisecracks. Monday on 6 Live at 5.
A high school releases an honor student to a stranger with a badge, and a young boy is led to his slaughter.
A Current Affair, Monday at 7 on WLNE 6.
Did an actor from Dirty Dancing get too close to a dirty crime? Inside Edition investigates.
I'm not even sure he knew exactly what it was he'd unearthed.
but somebody did.
Nancy Glass takes you inside an actor's obsession with a diabolical killer and the strange circumstances of his death.
I think there's a strong possibility he could have been killed to silence him, yes.
Inside drugs, death threats, and a secret society. Watch Inside Edition.
Monday at 7:30 on WLNE 6. If you have what it takes, East Coast Aerotech can train you for a secure, well-paying career in aircraft maintenance.
The instructors are good. They're very good.
They explain themselves very, very well. I'll take extra time if you need it.
You'll get hands-on experience at one of the nation's leading aircraft maintenance schools.
I would say they were exceptional.
Call East Coast Aerotech at 1-800-292-ECAT for an appointment to tour our facility. 1-800-292-ECAT.
Diapers like these before. They actually change as my baby changes. They don't just get bigger. They're all different.
Introducing Pampers Phases, the first developmental diapers designed to help your baby grow up dry and happy every step of the way. For newborns, infants, crawlers, and walkers. First for newborns.
Only Phases is cut out to let his belly button heal.
For infants.
Lindsay had awful messy leaks. This unique pocket back here helps hold them in.
For crawlers.
Now that Annie's learning to crawl, she needs diapers that won't droop. Phases fit better, thanks to extra wide tapes and a stretchable system that helps stop gaps and leaks.
And finally, walkers.
These new diapers make walking easy for Chip. They're the only ones cut extra narrow between the legs. But they also help stop leaks better overall.
New Pampers Phases for newborns, infants, crawlers, and walkers. The first developmental diapers designed to help your baby grow up dry and happy every step of the way.
It's just what my baby needs, just when he needs it.
Coming soon on Scene, firefighters' real jobs, the risks, the rescues, the danger.
He wants to go to Burn Center. Watch the step.
You're most worried that the victim will do something before I get to him. Either go back into the smoke and then I'll have to go in and try and find him, or God forbid, jump.
One for Rescue 1 was a major gas explosion.
That's it for On Scene this week, everybody. I'm Dave Forman. Thanks for watching.
How did 3 local high school students make history in their hometown?
We had a lot of support in the community, a lot of girls who wanted to be involved.
Meet members of a local soccer team and find out why they're not only winning, they're making a difference. Monday on 6 News at 6.
Do you believe in ghosts? Some people in this area do. Hear their spooky tales of the supernatural when Tara Granahan takes you inside haunted houses. Tuesday on 6 News at 6.
Today, if you want to feed your family super on a budget, you have to shop smarter. We'll take these 2 meals, both delicious and nutritious, but one costs less, a good deal less. Well, that's because I made this meal using national brands and this meal using Almax brands. Yeah, Almax has a full selection of products to fit your family's taste and your budget. Take it from me. Get the best for less at Almax. Ooh, it's so good.
There's more value in store for you at Almax.
The RISDIC Review beginning Monday on 6 News.
This week, Siskel and Ebert reviews psychic Demi Moore's stirring